Well, howdy folks, it's Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician, making another video for you out of Boise, Idaho. And we're working on a 2019 Chevy Equinox today. And the issues that this came in with was check engine light, kind of a loss of power. Check engine light would come off and go on at times, then eventually just stayed on. So what we do know is that the vehicle is past its 100,000 mile maintenance. It's past its tune-up and all that other good stuff. So that's pretty much where we started. Now, we did check the check engine light. And let me see here. I may not have enough battery. Okay, so there you go. So we've got the stored code of engine under boost, and then the hard code that set the check engine light of engine under boost. So what does engine under boost mean? That means that the turbocharger is not working correctly, and ultimately that's where your loss of power is. Now, the most common reason for the turbocharger to not work correctly on these vehicles is, number one, it hasn't been properly tuned up, and the PCV system is currently clogged up. So if you pull the intake here to the throttle body, you'll notice that there's oil in the intake system. There's oil there in the throttle body. Okay, and you can see that oil has been leaking out of the intake, right, around the throttle body. So one of the number one reasons that can cause that code on this vehicle is that the PCV valves are not working correctly. There's a clog or there's oil in the air intake system, and or there's an air intake leak. So ultimately, as part of this diagnosis and getting this vehicle back up to snuff, we need to go ahead and do the 100,000 mile tune-up, which is new plugs, new ignition coils, all right? And then we also need to service the PCV system, which is new PCV valves. And then while these are off, go ahead and look at all this tubing, make sure it's all cleaned out. There's no oil built up in it. Clean all this out, okay? And then we also need to go ahead and service the throttle body gasket, and the intake gasket to ensure that there are no leaks or anything there as well. Plus, this is something that you really want to do every 100,000 miles anyways, is to service the gaskets and all that other good stuff. So it's pretty much this time. Once we've done that, we'll then go ahead and clear the codes. And on this one, it's a hard thing to diagnose, the turbocharger. And ultimately, once we've done that, we've got the vehicle up to snuff. It's up to its proper maintenance. There is no other questions as to what else could be the issue. And if that doesn't fix the issue, then we're definitely going to have to look at possibly a wastegate or a turbocharger. So that's how that cookie crumbles. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to get this vehicle up to snuff for all of its proper maintenance, and then go back in and re-diagnose that low boost and see if that doesn't fix it. I'm going to tell you there's about a 95% chance that getting this vehicle up to snuff on this maintenance is going to fix all these issues. However, there's always that one chance there that, it could ultimately be an issue with the damaged turbocharger itself. But then again, at this mileage and the fact that we don't have a direct code that is directly associated with, let's say, the turbocharger boost pressure sensor or other turbocharger issues, we just have that generic under boost code that is normally associated with an air leak or a clogged PCV system anyways. That is where we'll go, and that is what we'll do. So that's how we're going to handle this one, folks. So I'm going to get into it, and I'll post some videos about that. I appreciate everybody checking out my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, shoot them to me in the comments. Myself or somebody else will get back to you. Once again, I appreciate everybody. This is Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician, signing off.